The pair is often in the news because of the Christian and Blueface. For the wrong reasons, there has been a lot of drama in rock. For fighting when meeting on a TV show with the household inconsistently placing, the duo is infamous for having their hands on each other, for being so poisonous that we simply cannot turn away. But the reality about the Tweez, an intense friendship that suddenly ended this year, is more gloomy, and we've all heard that it's sadder than people realize. Of well-known rapper, Blueface in late, Bleed'em the Lamb shot to fame, 2018 saw the release of The Respect. When Crippen shared his unusual lyrics and well-known dance steps following West. The West signing with Cash Birdman's Cash Money's Coast Branch Blue Records will release a remix to his unmarried Tatiana, which would continue to be his most popular tune before To the rapper, who is 6'4", and whose real name is Porter. Jonathan Jamal. It was never simply pertaining to rap that Blue had to increase his portfolio to remain current. Consequently, he stated his own reality in 2020 show. On Blue Girls Club's OnlyFans display, the ones that replicated the format of the first Bad Girls Club was based on the lives of several women who are all living. It was present along with Blue. With all of these blue-haired gals around, would go out with a former collegiate track star that would alter his life in Baltimore eternally when you consider the kind of today. ChriseanRock is a person who it's critical to comprehend her origins from and the kind of childhood she experienced born in Baltimore. Chrisean Malone is the Rocks, a family of 12, and their 11th child. Her father was imprisoned for the majority of her life. Her mother struggled with drug addiction and drug misuse. According to Rock, in the presence of her father, he would allegedly mistreat and assault her mother, making their life extremely difficult. And the Rock became homeless at the age of 9, remaining with relatives and friends for a few days before locating a new place to sleep. But a difficult beginning didn't slow down Chrisean, and it didn't take long before obtaining her first bit of fame as a gifted track and field athlete with coaches' assistance and Rock's school mentors were able to transform her suffering into something constructive, and was granted financial aid to go to California's Santa Monica College as a track celebrity there. She rose to become one of leading figures in her conference, and even proceeded to participate on Fox's Earning the 10 in the Ultimate Tag Game Show grand prize of $1,000. But unfortunately, whatever Rock's upward course was in 2020, she would quit carving for herself. When she applied for and was granted the opportunity to make an appearance in the Blue Girls Club while BGC Rock was filming, she would get first surge in popularity after videos showed her battling. Other competitors started to divulge. Rock swiftly gained notoriety online for herself as an angry and hot-headed living partner who stole no one's idea and was its here, always ready to throw down. That Rock's front tooth falls out following and clash with baby mama Blueface. The now iconic appearance of Jaden Rock following a confrontation between the two over Bloomfield, who was in fact still with his infant mother. But we shared pictures. It would be amazing to look and hug someone online. A bit more than merely companions, Jaden and Chrisean will keep getting into disputes that appear to get out of hand unexpectedly, as Blue manufacturers and the camera team would attempt to soothe the two women right after the Tooth Blueface would publish the first incident of numerous videos featuring him and Rock where he is consoling her. Following his brings her to the dentist to have her teeth corrected. At the relationship between the parents this time status was limited to the show, and pals presented it as a strictly functional friendship in spite of the growing charges that something more serious was going on. BGC was short-lived. And after filming ended, many questioned whether, when they encounter Rock again, they'll be completely wasted. Rock was quickly signed to his label, being the first performer to be signed to Here. A blues label released a song. Lonely the tune bombed, which they called jointly. However, what truly sparked people interest was the LP cover that included a sketch of Rock was lying in bed with a person who looked a lot like a colored version of Blueface behind her. Recall that it was now not yet confirmed whether the two artists were having relationships while they were signed to a video would be released by the blues label, displaying a disagreement between Chrisean and the manager and producer of Blueface, Rat 100, in which the police officers were there. This came following Rock's death. She went live on Instagram saying that Blueface was mistreating. She locked herself in the restroom and evicting her from the home where she, the designated Blueface artist, had the right to, when the two would argue, live in. Rack would engage in a contentious debate where Rack requested Chrisean to leave. The police several times were only summoned to the residence because Rock's sister had made a welfare Request.LA police will conduct the check after fearing for Rock's while seeing her live safety of a sister in spite of Rock and Blue's. Numerous winks at the camera regarding nothing had changed regarding their dating status been formally stated, and conjecture was it's still unclear whether the two were they exclusive or not. Complex matters by being seized flirting with the Sly Ray in November 2021, following images of Coy and Blue in a viral kiss. Blue's baby mama would reply by sharing a photo of herself and letting the world know about the boot-up Lorraine Blue. Blueface isn't with no Coy face with me after a month. Blue's child mama would declare that the two, we're anticipating their second kid together, includes a charming movie of Blue, enthusiastically saying, I knew it, while giving her a hug wouldn't occur until February 2022. Christian would formally become a rock star, bottom following her arrest for selling crack, stealing cocaine, and Grand Auto Rock had reportedly been stolen cash into Blue's house in one of his vehicles in order to drive them returning to Baltimore to deliver to her mom following Blueface's claim that his automobile was missing. The lone artist was taken by cops and arrested her during this time as, well, when Rock's mental state deteriorated, and it is said that she scrawled, I love Blue on Blueface's own house and its walls blood when she took the interview seat. After a month, the Conversation Ishbone show, she grinned, and naturally, in response to a question concerning that the blood smearing event was becoming worse evident to all internet users that there is a significant problem with what Rock's Blue's emotional condition would go to his in response to the criticism. Instagram said Rock is a mature woman. She's not it's her fault for acting out what everyone says. I told her I loved her. Thus, I'm to blame. That doesn't make stealing acceptable. An automobile in spite of this. The two would be seen alongside one another soon after. And for a while, things somewhat subsided for in roughly 3 months. Things would truly begin to explode as they changed. From awful to dreadfully hideous, Rock and Blue had a heated argument with Blueface's mother and sister who parted ways, Rock attacking Blue's mother, and Clarissa was left with a black eye. Later, Sappho Blue's mother shared a photo of Rock as being attacked online for her injury. Charges later that day. Blue would upload a video of himself demonstrating and croissant, confessing to the assault and claiming that I received no option. The two seemed to chuckle over the scenario captured on video when the rock group Blues later. The family Cloud Chasers turns Blue explained that the police had been contacted and that Mom and Blue's sister had both have been intruding on his home. Fans kept speculating about the two's bond as further footage of the two continuing to spend time together. Merge Rock was even caught on camera sobbing and expressing her passion for Blue while there was one such video in an automobile. That Rock would now begin to get her tattoos were immediately it's doubtful what Rock is, causing Jonathan tatted items down her cheek before taking an R-rated shift when she made her debut. Jonathan's next tattoo is directly above her. You can probably guess where she went this up with her sporting another JJP tattoo.neck. But the thing that got viral was super viral, however, was the image of she got a tattoo in the center of her body. Neck in this manner, when they gaze upon me, they all see you always. She informed him while one more of their private vehicle videos. You recall the infant mother we mentioned previously? Yes, she is still present. Is carrying Blue's second child in the she had a baby shower in June 2022 celebration, to which Blue was naturally invited, posted films in celebration of Blue rubbing and dancing with his baby mommy. You can imagine how Rock feels about her stomach. Responded with a Blue post later that evening, once more, this time a video of him lying down Rock's bed, where she speaks what he was impolite, and he was also touchy-feely and not a large person. Blue's mother added commentary to her account. With her own charges, I'm not the gossiper. But it's not his baby mom. You should be concerned because he received a main's name begins with the letter she'd existed since the 10th grade. Oh yes, and she's in mad school. Possess an Instagram account. You couldn't make this juicier if you tried, but it's really poisonous relationship style the duo rapidly made up and moved on at this time. When fans started to worry about Blue posted about Rock's drink and drug use. A video showing Rock heavily drunk and vomiting up rapidly in his car, and fans accused Blue of being enabling this conduct and offering no assistance, instead deciding to record her for by July. Christian had discovered a place on the reality show's second season Evil Guys from South Central, and was beginning to emerge from the shadows. Blueface. However, while on South Central, Baddies Rock gave her signature on all of her checks to Blueface, So each dollar she made during on the show immediately entered Blue's. She also desired to have her bank account, tooth replaced after being mended. She had to give up her famous gap in order to smile. This new Christian did not sit well with Blue, and the two parted ways for a while after Rock showed off her brand new gapless teeth. Although Rock would begin shortly after, uploading begging videos to social media. In one of these, it was Blue to return. Rock recorded films of herself removing in the back of a car. Her teeth out, and I did it for you, Blue. Please return. Blue, we are aware that it is difficult to watch, replied, asking Rock to explain how to return to him, and they were soon seen together. Once more. This time at The Rock receiving a new tooth from an orthodontist. Currently, a photo of the package on it to reveal Rock's love to the world. Belonged to the relationship between Rock and Blue was clearly poisonous, as everyone could see. But the two would, in August 2022, add yet another significant flaw to their already toxic partnership. When a chance passerby captured the footage of Rock and Blue touching other people in public. Throughout the video, it seems like Christian is the one who started it, striking at Blue as he was first avoids her attacks. She keeps on pursue him along the road as advises her to cease. Rock grabs several times. Drags him backwards by his shirt. Prior to delivering a punch that makes contact, Blue waits for a moment with his cheek. Blue, prior to hitting, sending them both to the floor where an intense wrestling match starts. Blue swiftly overwhelms her and tells her to relax before waking up and attempting to go. Rock keeps pursue him and keep begging Blue for returned her phone. It's said that the Blue went through. Therefore, a fight started. Discovered on Rock's phone that she was later that day. Blue, I messaged other males. Upload a video of Rock relaxing in their bed. And he starts to offer her $100,000 to depart. He then goes on to broadcast all of Rock's private affairs are discussed. Every man she's corresponding with and justifying his own infidelity with the help of everyone is aware that I'm a... Which isn't a secret. You are aware that she was aware of you. Be aware of that before to engaging with me. However, she wants to seem to be so much better and don't squander that Rock. Time retaliating with her own answer, claiming on Instagram that she would never decide to leave Blue. And he might as well move her to the mental health unit right away since she isn't going anywhere because of the violence. Still, leaking out after just 1 month. Later surveillance film captured at the Blueface appeared in Baltimore for 4 seasons, entering it while nobody else except I am aware that ChriseanRock's father is merely please watch the video from the pair's recording. To a reality TV program, as the two men confronted Rock's peculiar father, who was upset with how Blue had touched my daughter, is clearly tense. Rising Blue took the only action he was aware of. How and responded to the situation's escalation. Therefore, you are the one instructing your daughter to touch me first, huh? Well, this did not sit well with Christian's father. Everything, and then swung at the two Tatiana rappers are rapidly split up by Christian's father and the crowd before Blueface returns. He is led away and swings the entire Rock staff behind it, slamming him to the ground after Rock used Instagram to document the altercation, supporting her booth. So my boyfriend knocked my dad out, according to the family. Didn't go well, and I'm not really sure why. Going on, Blue started chuckling. The entire circumstance stating that he was just a month after. Christian's father in October 2022, Rock made a quick stating that the Blueface had placed his hands on her, revealing a bruised face in an effective manner. This is a you're lying, busted lip, busted nose after saying, "You weird Rock," she asserted the slapped her because she was sending a text. Rock. Another guy clarified that took a negative turn when she tried to get out of a car where he's going to pull me back while we're riding it, only to strike me in the mouth since she stated that she wanted to leap out of the car. You keep hitting because you're too at ease. 1 day later, Rock took me in my face. Support her allegations of domestic abuse, asserting that Blue attempted to rescue her, avoid injuring oneself. Without a filter or makeup yesterday, I had a terrible journey with I attempted to leap out of a car. Casamigos Blueface was keeping me on the roadway. Upon leaping off the vehicle, I believe that was attempting to remove the up from the vehicle, but he was attempting to save me. So I simply went dark a couple days prior to Zeus. The eagerly anticipated trailer was released by Network. For the reality TV program Blueface in Paris. Crazy in Love Rock by ChriseanRock declared on Twitter that she was unmarried. ChriseanRock is yours to have. You are sufficient as a solitary Christian. But a few days following her declaration, she was seen with the rapper once more, Shocking when January 2023 arrives. It's a huge declares she is expecting a child. The offspring of Blueface right after using Twitter to share the news. Blue2 refute these allegations and state that Rock was with 10 or more other men in past year, when Chrisean had a meeting with Complex. She discussed the circumstances, and Blue's first response to the information: he is simply upset that I traveled to Baltimore. I kept my claim that I was in LA a secret. However, my homegirl and I weren't was with my family in Baltimore. I took a journey and he's destroying my phone like, where are you? I'll go see him for a full day so that he can coexist with that he was unaware of whether I was carrying it, or if I was truly with my family. He would have to add a bit of the blue as well. Ultimately splits from Rock, and it appears like this time the pair remain together, have not publicly reconciled, or been seen together since the aftermath of Blueface's revelation of her pregnancy. Label released a new song called Light, which included both Rock and Blue and made use. A video from their troubling interview. Rock was featured in the Shark Tank podcast, requested to depart after becoming unruly, and Blue took to Twitter while slurring her speech in February to claim that Rock violated a bottle above his head, revealing his adheres to the wound she made in the As I Write This. It appears that ChriseanRock and Blueface are actually, and I mean, throughout this period, the two keep tweeting about the other typically. Most people are depressed about Blue, uploading a video of him recently, rejoicing in his initial. There are no secrets about baby mama's pregnancy. He's talking about that. And for the most, we're relieved they don't have each anymore. We can only assist others in their lives. Chrisean receives the assistance she requires and ceases returning to Blueface. But what is it too late for Chrisean in your opinion? Is she still capable of turning a fresh leaf? Before it's too late. Before it's too late.